Hello, my sisters and brothers. I hope everyone is blessed and doing well. So, I just wanted to start off with a verse real quick. Zechariah 13:9 says, "This third I will put into the fire. I will refine them like silver and test them like gold. They will call on my name, and I will answer them. I will say, they are my people, and they will say, the Lord is our God." So, I mentioned this because a lot of people are now saying that they're hearing the test is over, it is done, it is complete, which I also feel coincides with the graduation vision that I had, which I believe was for the elect and the bride. Um, and also, I got the number 77 2 nights ago, which means completion, to be full. It's also Shavah in Hebrew, which means to be full, to be complete. So, this is what I mean when I say that all of our dreams and visions are in harmony and they correlate, because just because we don't see it in the Bible specified specifically, it does not mean that our dreams and visions are in vain. The Bible is very mysterious, and it has to be broken down into simplicity by the Holy Spirit sometimes. So do not disregard any of your dreams or your visions. Remember, the Lord said, I will do nothing without revealing it to my prophets first. Um, Also, I keep hearing the word Daleth, which is Daleth. It's the fourth letter in the Hebrew alphabet, and it means the door, and also it means Aleph, Bet, and Gamel, which is in Hebrew the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And I also saw a door, so I believe that that's the door of our transformation. Like we're going to enter through that door to be transformed. I've seen that word at least 4 or 5 times in a vision. Um, Also, while I was looking through YouTube, Eminem popped up, and he has a tour that's coming in February slash March, which is Abib or Nissan. And you remember the video that I made about that, where I got the word Abib, and that's the day that we come out. That's the appointed time. And it's also called 2019 tour. It's called Rapture. That's just something to think about. You know how the devil works. He tells you things directly but indirectly. So it is not by coincidence that his tour is called Rapture 2019, February slash March. So, and I also had 3 dreams back to back about an earthquake. The first 2 were very mild, very mediocre, but the last one was huge. And I remember that I was outside and I had my foot, well, I was trying to keep my balance, and then my right foot went to the right, and then the floor cracked, the ground cracked, and the same thing with my left foot, and then the ground cracked. And I was just like, oh no. And I looked up and I was about to say Jesus, and before I even said it, he pulled me out. Um, I also had a vision that I went to the grocery store twice and there was no food. There was hardly no food. And I was about to approach the manager and I overheard him talking to somebody, and he was saying that Obama was getting ready to come back on the scene. And he said in 2 years. I don't think the 2 years is literal. I think it's symbolic for another time. That's just what I feel. And when I woke up, I went right back into the dream. The same thing happened, except this time Nick Cannon was there. And we know that the celebrities, they are fallen angels. Nick Cannon has been gone for a long time. He sold his soul to the devil, and when his contract is up, the devil comes to collect, and then they're cloned, which makes them a fallen angel. So I knew that he was a fallen angel in the dream, and I overheard him talking. He was saying that he was getting ready to have a baby, and I was just like, at first, I'm like, what is this clone talking about? And you have to look at it in a symbolic, spiritual sense. So what I think the birth means is that they're getting ready to give birth to their agenda. Um, whatever that they're planning and plotting is getting ready to come to pass. That's what I feel that means. And I also had a quick vision about a white ball in the sky, and I knew that it was not a moon because it was far away and it kept coming closer and closer and closer. So I feel like that's a planet of some sort. That's what I gathered from it. Um, so I just wanted to, just say that all these things, and also about the Israel bombing, it's very interesting because after I saw that video, I was led to another video that was talking about the signs before the 3 days of darkness. and she mentioned that she had a powerful vision that the Lord gave her, and the first sign was that um, Israel would bomb Iran. That was one of the signs that's going to lead to the 3 days of darkness. The second sign was an earthquake, a huge earthquake. I cannot remember the third one. I'm going to leave a link on the bottom so that you guys can take a look at the video. She goes into great detail about what she saw, and I think it was very powerful. So, um, all this is just to, encourage us, because this just means that we're a step closer. Um, and I feel like, the Lord is just doing something right now with his people, as far as like, you know, the dreams, the revelations, and everything. I do not believe that they're in vain. I believe that they all signify something. We might not know exactly what it is right away, but when it's time for us to know, he will make it very clear to us. So, don't let anybody rob you from your dreams. Don't let anybody rob you from your visions. And when they call you crazy, it's because you are so sane. It's because you have the truth in your right hand. That is our power right there, the truth. That's what God reveals to us. And we are no longer asleep. We are no longer believing this illusion of the world. We're not. We're awake. We are so awake, and every day we're getting more awakened. And I love the truth, and that is our power. So don't let anybody rob you of that. They can call you crazy. I've been called that so many times, and I feel perfectly fine. I feel like they're the crazy ones, because they're walking around as planning for their 2-year-old's um, college money that they're going to save for them to go to college, and they're two. They have absolutely no knowledge of what's going on. They're not preparing for their spiritual life. They're not putting on the armor. They don't know, like I said in the visions that I had, that they will not be prepared for what's getting ready to happen. I heard that twice in my spirit. The Lord was telling me they will not be prepared for what's getting ready to happen. So, we are very close. I feel like the 3 days of darkness is going to trigger everything. After that happens, nothing else is going to matter. So if you're like focused on your job and trying to get a promotion and going to school for another 4 years, your mind is not where it needs to be. You need to be thinking about your soul right now and what's getting ready to happen in your spiritual life. So, yeah, so that's basically it. If I get anything else, or if I feel anything else in my spirit, I will definitely put up another video. Um, so stay blessed and enjoy your day.